here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some room to run now. Inside the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. That's his 19th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Looking to put a drive together. Throwing to start the drive. Mitchell got a man. It's the rookie out of the 3rd round. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And it's 2nd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And out of bounds right around the 20. So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook. They can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
And that'll just as he let that go. And now it's third down. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. That'll go in the books as just a 16-yard punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Throwing is Jackson. Trying to lay one up deep. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Giants force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
That's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
Yeah, look at this Baltimore defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And it's caught downfield by Neighbors. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Malik Neighbors hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are an extra point away from evening this one up. The extra point splits the uprights. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. But they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He's still on his feet. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. With touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the 29, here's the 2nd and 4.
Come on. Hey.
Back to throw. Mitchell. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Here we go, set.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 35.
Well, fun, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. Under a minute to go, clock running, and a back-and-forth first quarter of play. Now the first carry here for the running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they go to work on a first and goal.
Check, Panther. Check. Let's go.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. And he's got it. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
That was an okay hookup there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up fourth and goal. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the second quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your two-point conversion plays. Because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
Now Jackson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be second down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Throw to the right here to Gordon. He's got room past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Jackson options out left. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 67 yards. And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns. Now the try here for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score. Ravens 21, Giants 7. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Here we go, here we go.
And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Come on, come on.
Looking to throw. Mitchell. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Here we go, set.
Back to throw. Mitchell. Completing it to the right side. Johnson. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Theo Johnson, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants have cut it back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss.
180. Hey, 180.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 3 yards on the run. Now they'll need to drop something good here on 3rd and 13.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rolled him right out of bounds. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. The Ravens send their punter out now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Boy, that was certainly well-run defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle it for just a short gain.
Ready?
2nd and 5. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Let's go now.
They'll look to throw again. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. It's a gain of 19 down to the 19, and it's a 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Ready?
Again, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Giants are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today is track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far. Fun to watch. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And bulldozing his way through.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they're going to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Here's Jackson. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
I like his awareness in the pocket there. Nowhere to go with the football. So instead of forcing it to the sideline, he's just going to put this one into the harbor and live to fight another down without getting wet.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Now it's Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now a timeout signal for him. They'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
And this one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Here we go.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
To give him 2 yards there on the completion. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here we go. Here we go. 10, hiking, 18. Go.
Now Mitchell from the gun on 3rd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Ready? 6 the Eagles. 6.
They'll try and throw for it here.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Back to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Mitchell. A throw right side caught by Neighbors. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. Now, I'm not quite sure how he got away from that first tackler, but he won't even be able to get it back to the line of scrimmage there as the defense rallies behind him. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Cowboy 80. Bronco 80. Ready.
They'll try again. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
19. Let's go now. Ready.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Giants have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
The extra point splits the uprights. And they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Ravens. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you score once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle, complete. It's Johnson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 18 more yards there and another 1st down.
Giants, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Mitchell. Again, it's Johnson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Come on. 60 Maverick.
Back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Feather in the cap for the defender, picking up one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
Real quick.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right.
Down to about the 32.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
In 2nd and 8 at the Giants' 32-yard line.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Here's a give up the middle.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. Man, 188 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Ollie Gordon.
And he'll get 4 there down to about the 12-yard line.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Ravens have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Ravens 35, Giants 28. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Okay, ready?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Ready?
And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Now a 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Ready?
Looking to throw. Mitchell.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was right for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
70, 70.
Back to throw now on first down. There's a short one caught by Johnson. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up second down.
Second and 5 at the 44-yard line.
Back to throw. Mitchell. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on fourth, but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. They'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a third down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
This time, Jackson will throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Now Gordon on first down. Yeah, I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up second and 13. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Abdul Carter showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Now after that sack, it's third and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Change it.
They'll drop the throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And unable to connect, incomplete. give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate? Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
A loss of 7 brings up 2nd and 17 at the 50-yard line.
Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Back at the 47-yard line.
Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So for Baltimore, they improved to 5-3 as they approach the halfway point of this 17-game schedule. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Giants, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
I'm in a tunnel, foot on the gas. I see these demons, hoping I crash. All that I wanted, like the last laugh. Gotta move fast, get to the bag. I saw the signs for so long, just a reminder to hold